In the 2021 draft, the team that picks number 2 is going to have all the leverage. Not the first team. The team that has number 2 is going to have all the fucking leverage. No one's even going to bother fucking with the number 1 pick. They're going to go after number 2. You know why? Because they know because let's be honest about it. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, me watching the games, I personally think Justin Fields is as good, if not better. I would take right now, if it was me, I'd take Justin Fields. I think this kid is something. And I know Trevor Lawrence is great. But Justin Fields, to me, is the guy I want. But I'll go number 2 because I know it'll be less. You won't have to give up as much. And plus, I don't care if they take Justin Fields. I'll take Trevor Lawrence. I don't care if they take Trevor Lawrence. I'll take Justin Fields. It's not like I have to have Justin Fields. I can live with Trevor Lawrence. I can live with Justin Fields. It doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is the number 2 pick is the most coveted pick in this draft. Number 1, if you get number 1, no one's going to be calling you. They're going to be calling number 2 because they know it's going to be cheaper. And I'm telling you, they're going to be like, well, let number 1, whoever picks 1 can make our mind. They don't give a fuck because they know whoever picks number 1, they can take. Don't make our mind up for us. And then they won't look like a jackass if one fails and the other one doesn't. They'll be like, well, we had no choice. But I don't think any of these quarterbacks are going to fail. I think they're both going to be studs in the NFL. But I really believe in Justin Fields. I mean, I watched this kid from last year when he first came into the NFL or the college. And I'm like, he didn't look like a regular. And then he just got better and better and better and better. And now I'm looking at him. He's just a beast. He's better than Baker Mayfield right now. He plays from the pocket. He can run. Big kid, strong arm. I like him. So the number 2 pick is going to be the most coveted pick. You watch. People are going to be trying going to number 2. They're not going to be trading number 1. So if you're an NFL team, you want to make sure you get number 2, not number 1. And if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to tell you, I would leverage the fucking farm for number 2. I would give up ones, whatever you got to give up reasonable. I would do it because both of these quarterbacks are going to be franchise changers. That's a fact. They're going to change franchises. Or maybe the Cleveland Browns want to go with Sam Darnold. I would personally take Sam Darnold too. If they can make a trade for Sam Darnold, I would do it because Sam Darnold in this offense, oh my God, he would be sick. I know he's not got a real strong arm, but guess what? It doesn't matter. He would be sick in this offense because Baker Mayfield is a mentally shot quarterback. You know what's going to happen to Baker tomorrow? He may have a good game, 300 yards, 4 TDs, whatever. But you know what? It's expected. It's the Bengals. So it doesn't matter. And that's another thing he's got going for him because he's going to see videos like this and people say, I should torch the Bengals. So he's going to be like, he's going to know one situation. He's going to be mentally fucking weak. Baker Mayfield, the only way Baker Mayfield, and I'll be honest, I don't care if Baker Mayfield lights it up the rest of the year. I don't. My mind's made up. I don't care if the rest of the final 10 games he goes like 35 TDs and 4 interceptions. Well, if he goes 35 TDs and 4 interceptions, then we might have a problem. But that's not going to happen. But I mean, if he did go 35 TDs and 4 interceptions, you'd have to legitimately take a look at him, maybe keeping him, but I wouldn't. I'd still move on from him. You know what I'd say? You know what I'd do? I'd say, you know what? This kid's on the trading block, and then someone might jump on that. They might take that bait. But yeah, I'd move on from him. I don't like small quarterbacks, and I just don't believe Baker Mayfield can ever be good. I think he's done. But getting back to my point, the number 2 pick is the most coveted pick in this draft. Mark my words.